Hello guys, welcome back to our video series of n8n. In the previous video, we learned how you can fetch and access the database from our Google Sheet. In this, we will use the contacts available from the database and use them to send an email to those emails that we stored in the database. For that, we would need the Gmail tool. So the Gmail account is already connected. Let's set it automatically. Resources message operation will be send. Two will be okay. So here are some things that are pretty interesting. Two subject and message will be and can be decided by the model itself. Like the two can be processed by the model depending on which person's email we ask for. The subject can also be made by the model itself. Message is also written by model. Okay, now we have all the Gmail credentials. Now let's rename this so that it becomes more intuitive for the model. Okay, this is cool. Now let's write, can you send an email to Elisa asking asking how she is doing and whether she has any plans this weekend. So it runs the model, reruns the model from the memory. It fetches. Okay, so looks like the email has been sent. This is exactly the email that we have stored in our contacts sheet, which was obviously stored in the database the when we mentioned Elisa's email in the beforehand. So since the email has been sent to Elisa, we might be able to see it in our Gmail. Let's check if we have anything as such. So here you can see that the email was successfully sent to Elisa. And here's also a clip holder that the email was sent automatically with n8n. We can of course turn this off. Append n8n attribution should be off. Here we have more options like attachment, sender name, send replies to, reply to sender only, etc. And of course the email type would be text, and we are pretty much okay with it. Now let's send the email to Tate. So it runs the model, reruns the model. Okay, let's see. This is exactly the email that we have written here. So by far, we saw that n8n is doing a pretty great job in using the tools by the help of an AI agent. Now, what we can check more here is we can add one more tool, that is the calendar. So the calendar is already connected. Operation is create from list. Let's create a calendar. I think this is it. Let's create a new calendar, meetings, and create calendar. So looks like it's all fine. Let's go to general and return from settings. And here we should be having our meetings calendar. Yep. Now let's see if we are able to see that calendar in n8n or not. Let's refresh this. Select meetings. And what if we write schedule a meeting with, let's give it an enter the name of the calendar. And then we write schedule a meeting with Alyssa for tonight, 10 p.m. Let's see what we got over here. So it looks like yep. So it did set the meeting, but it's actually for 8 p.m. For this, we might want to change some instructions in AI agent. Here's an example of a message, of a system message that we can write. And if you want to let him know the current date and time, you can always go. So it is always aware of the current date and time. So if we write it again, it should be able to schedule the meeting for the correct time. So you get the idea of how it's working. Although there has been some glitches of why it's not placing it at the right time, but I hope you get the idea of how different AI agents can use different tools to perform different actions. And by this, we give an AI agent all the autonomous power to decide which tools to use, where to send which data, how to extract any data, and literally everything that we want to execute. So I hope the first agent that you made is pretty clear. And till then, until next time, we'll meet in the next video. Stay tuned.